Dear friends, today we're going to talk about what new changes has the College Board incorporated in the new digital SAT. First thing first, the exam has gone digital. That means from paper-based testing, we have moved to the online testing, computer-based testing. Okay, so on one side, it is going to be not only convenient for the students to write the exam because the OMR sheet earlier that used to be as part of the exam, that goes away. It is also going to be faster in terms of you getting your results because everything is going to be calculated by the computers. Now, another major difference that you're going to find out in the exam is that the duration of the exam has reduced. And it is a natural result of the number of questions that has come down. Now, earlier, the exam used to be a 3-hour test for English and maths. Now it is a 2-hour, 14 minutes test only. And that's because the number of questions has reduced significantly. Now, another distinction that you would notice in the exam is that since earlier there used to be separate reading and writing sections, the scoring for reading and writing sections was differently given. Now, here in the new format, you would have questions all mixed up from reading and writing. In terms of number of questions, there are going to be 2 sets of verbal questions and 2 sets of maths questions. Just that the difference is going to be that these 2 sets of verbal questions would contain a mixed bag of reading and writing section questions, opposed to what the earlier pattern used to be, where you had a separate reading section and a separate writing section. Now, in the maths part, opposed to what used to be the earlier pattern, where you had a separate maths non-calculator section, a separate maths calculator section, here you would have 2 sections in which you can use the calculator throughout the test. In terms of number of questions, in the maths part, you'll have 22 questions in these sets. That is 22 questions in the first set, 22 questions in the second set, and in the verbal, 27 questions in the first set and 27 questions in the second set. Another important difference is that the exam is going to be, the new digital SAT is going to be adaptive in nature. Now, what is this adaptive nature of exam? Now, this simply means that the computer is going to adapt to your abilities. Let's say you did really well in the first set of 27 questions. Now, based on this, the computer would assess your ability, and naturally, it would assess your ability to be really high. Then the second set of 27 questions are going to be more difficult. The computer would throw you more challenging questions in the second set of 27 questions. That is, the computer would adapt, the test would adapt to your abilities. Now, you might think that this could be disadvantages, but no, you would be getting proportionately higher marks for attempting more difficult questions in the second set. Now, that's called the adaptive nature of exam. On the contrary, let's say if somebody did not do that well in the first set of 27 questions in verbal or first set of 27 questions, 22 questions in maths, then the second set of 27 questions in verbal or 22 questions in maths are going to be less challenging. That is, they're going to be easier questions. And consequently, one would be devoid of scoring more marks because they would essentially be solving easier questions or medium level questions, not the hard level questions in the second set. Another way to look at this would be that one would be rewarded for getting more difficult questions correct. So that's the repercussion, or rather, I would say that opportunity of having the adaptive nature of exam.